The directions state to multiply. For example A, we have 6x times the quantity negative 2x squared. In this example, we have a monomial times a monomial. What you'll notice is the first monomial, 6x, well, the values are touching, which means that's multiplication, so we can write that as 6 times x, which is multiplying another monomial of negative 2x squared, which can also be written in terms of multiplication. In other words, that's the same thing as 6 times x times negative 2 times x squared. Since all factors are multiplying, we can use the commutative property to reorganize or group our factors. In this case, I want to have my first group consisting of the numbers 6 times negative 2, while the other group of factors consist of x, being x times x squared. And what we noticed is 6 times negative 2, we know that. That is negative 12. Now x times x squared brings in our exponent rules. This is our product rule, where we keep the base and add the exponents. So x times x squared gives us x to the third. So our result of 6x times negative 2x squared is simply negative 12x cubed. For example B, we have a monomial times a monomial. The first monomial is made up of negative 1/3 y squared times the other monomial of 2/5 y. In this case, notice negative 1/3 y squared, because these values are touching, can be written in terms of multiplication. And the same is true with 2/5 y. We can rewrite all of these factors individually, making it negative 1/3 times y squared times 2/5 times y. Since the same operation of multiplication occurs, we can use the commutative property and regroup or organize our factors. If we do that, we can group our coefficients of negative 1/3 times 2/5 and group up our y factors of y squared times y. Now looking at the fractions, first let's talk about our signs. A negative times a positive is negative, and then to multiply fractions it is top times top, bottom times bottom, which gives us a result of negative 2/15. Now we look at the variables. Y squared times y uses the product rule of exponents, which is where we keep the base and add the exponents, giving us y to the third. So our answer is negative 2/15 y cubed.